Wait,
Okay,
blood.
alright, welcome back. I'm showing you footage of what happened in Brussels right now on the screen. This audio, actually, I'm gonna remove the audio.
I don't hear you well.
You don't
I
hear
don't
me?
hear.
Okay, I have Ben. Do you hear me now? No.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have Ben on the phone now from Brussels, and he's going to give us a report back as to what's going on, what happened there today with the October 11 demonstration and so on.
Okay.
So Ben, speak up.
Okay. So my name is Ben. I'm involved in social movement here in Brussels, and the action today was to target the Friends of Europe President dinner that happened once a year. It's a president dinner that involved bankers, lobbyists, politicians from the Commission, European Commission, and from different parties, but also princes and princesses and this kind of high-level people. So the demonstration was heavily guarded by police. And I think the only reason why they were not targeting us since the beginning is because it was mostly organized by Comité Action Europe, which is a group that is composed by unionists and by people that are members of extreme left parties, also Indignados, social movements. Basically, it's a large group that is involving from many different affinity groups here in Brussels, and we use this group to try to create a common front against austerity measures since last year. So first we went in front of the Palais d'Egmont, which is where the dinner was taking place, and the action was in a few steps. So the first steps were very theatrical and very funny and a good mood. Then we tried to block the road that leads to the palace. Of course, we were met with the anti-riot police with the full gear, and they were not letting us go through. So we decided to go into a spontaneous demonstration in the city. So we basically tried to enter in all of the entrance of the palace, and each time we were met with strong security forces, with everything in place to impeach us from getting inside or to even approach the doors. So that was normal behavior. After that, we decided, okay, we need to publicize this dinner, and we need to publicize our actions. So we are going to go. In a free, non-authorized march right in the middle of Brussels, and block the ring, which is one of the main ring of circulation here in Brussels. And this is when, at some point, we were reaching the black neighborhood and so on. The police really don't like that we go there without permit and stuff like that. So they really encircled the group. At that moment, we were maybe 200 or something, and they managed to encircle people and to use, all the cars, all the buses, and everything to really block completely the road. And to impeach anyone from getting out of the circle, and this is where things started to heat up a little, because basically some people decided, okay, I don't want to be arrested, so I go out, and police were targeting activists directly. Going into the crowd that was watching and picking key activists or people that they knew were activists, and they were putting them back into the middle of the ghetto. And so that happened for maybe half an hour, and then during all this time, they were one by one, they were getting people handcuffed and then put in buses. So we feel that maybe 3 or 4 buses with activists from unions, from parties, from social movements. It was really a nice mix, and all these people got arrested. We have around 100 arrestees, around 80 guys, and maybe around 30 girls. They are now in the station, police station, and they are going to be released when the dinner of the presidential dinner is over. So this is going to be in a few hours. We plan to do a support demo in front of the police station, and this is something police really don't like. So we are ready to maybe get more arrests if they don't like our action of support. I think it's pretty much sum up the action today. I don't know if you have more questions.
Yeah, Ben. So, just curious. I'm actually somebody right now. It's a rumor right now going around that Facebook is actually down in parts of Europe. So, question for you. In terms of, did you guys expect something like this to happen, or is this something out of the ordinary?
I think people were not expecting it, but the police has the police was already setting up the whole story since the beginning, because at one point people decided, okay, now it's over. We did a nice action with an unauthorized march, and everything was kind of free. Yeah. So it was a good action for Brussels.
I guess I have another question that sort of goes with this one. In terms of what is the legal standing? Like, do you guys have a right to protest in Belgium, or is it against the law to protest without a permit?
Wait, can you repeat?
Yeah, in Belgium, just for people, because it's an international audience here, I'm just wondering, in Belgium, do you need to get permission to stage a demonstration, or can you stage a demonstration, or are you guys free?
No, there is no free. I mean, FTP march, it's impossible in Brussels. It's really difficult. So the thing we've been doing since 1 year is we just organize everything. And then we know at some point they're going to call us, and then this is when we say, well, everything is already organized. There is already a Facebook event. There is already 300 or 500 people that is going to join, and this is where police see that, well, they don't have much choice. So maybe this year there has been a little shift of the force we have as a social movement, or as a group of social movement. There is a little shift that we've been doing these last few months, a few nice march without permits, without anything. But usually, or if you approach the European Union, or if you approach any part of the city that is related to power or to parliament or things like that, it's pretty much impossible to do a demonstration without permit. Even if you do a solidarity demo, you're going to have a huge police presence because this is Brussels. It's a city where there is maybe one demonstration every day for one thing or another, and the police is quite nervous for no reason, in my point of view. Since like today, we were maybe at the top of the action, we were maybe 500 people. That's all we can get. And even if a lot of people say we come on Facebook, then they don't come. Or if we use other venues to try to reach people, it's a country where it's very difficult to make ordinary citizens to wake up and say, okay, I have to do something. I have my own share of responsibility. I want to do something. I want to get involved. So normally in Brussels,
what kind of charges do people usually get when they get arrested at these situations?
What they are doing right now is administrative. How do you say? I mean, you have to pay like 250 euros for each activist.
and most of the time these fees arrive sometimes 6 months or even 1 year later after the action. So they use the administration to bureaucratize everything, and then they are going to direct and make a profile of each activist, and they're going to receive a fine of 250 euros each because of, for example, they are going to say that we resisted police
Can you
orders.
challenge it in court? Can you go to court and challenge whether it's legitimate or not? Can you fight it in the system or no? Or do you have to
Could be
pay it?
possible, but we still don't have here a nice, like the Lawyers Guild. We don't have this kind of lawyers that really acts their activity around social movements and to protect social movements and their right to express themselves.
So
So
you guys
it's really
basically need
difficult.
legal help. So you need to start putting
We can
out.
challenge them. We can challenge them, but it's gonna take time. It is something that we have to build. This response from us using all legal way to challenge the system.
But you basically need a lawyer to write a manual how to challenge these tickets because they will shut down the system. No? Because everyone can challenge their own ticket then if you had a manual how to do it.
We have to organize this. But since 1 year we've been saving fines. For example, one time we did an action in front of the main building that is known to be where the prime minister is occupying. I mean, it's the office of prime minister, and we did a rave party just in front, and they used a huge amount of cops to block a citizen party just in front. And then a few months later, each activist or each involved got a fine of 250 euros just like that, and they didn't even do anything because the rave could not even take place because there was too much police presence, and enough protesters.
So if any lawyers are watching this can operate in Belgium, they should probably get in touch with Occupy Brussels over Twitter and help them create the manual on how to fight mass arrests, because that's definitely one of the things that can be easily sort of now it should be crowdsourced to the community. Ben, one more question for you before I let you go. So you expect people out in a few hours, I guess. What is planned for October 12th and October 13th in Brussels?
Well, I plan to contact all the people that was present at the warm up today and say, well, what they want to do for a global noise, and where do we want to go, and I hope that there will be the people will be ready for another action. It's just in 2 days. We knew that it was going to be difficult to merge those two actions, and it's not easy, to have people to be ready to demonstrate when it's needed. And with this action on the 11th, we knew that it was kind of difficult to organize for the 13th. That's why we tried to use every pots and pans we could find, and every good mood from the global noise. Global noise ideas to bring them at this action and try to merge both. And now I can't promise that we're going to have something in Brussels for the 13th, but I hope that we can at least have something, or maybe an assembly, or get together and maybe discuss this action that we just did today.
All right, Ben.
With pleasure, Vlad. See you.